Are you a workplace bully? One question which often confuses me is why nobody is encouraged to reflect on their own behavior. You often see material addressing the victim, but why don't we ever ask ourselves whether we are, in fact, the bully? Workplace bullying takes many forms. Verbal abuse, criticism, insults, offensive jokes, or shouting can all be forms of verbal bullying. If you are stressed trying to meet a deadline, and you make the mistake of caring about the work, you could easily be the bully. If you get upset with a slacking staff member, or a staff member that is clearly much better at the job than you are, to the point of excluding them from work conversation, telling them they are not allowed to speak, as happened to me at the hands of a famous bully who had been on a British TV soap opera as a bully. Preventing people from speaking, telling them their experience doesn't matter, forgetting to tell people about essential meetings, you could also be a bully. Catfishing, making social media posts doxing people, criticizing them where you know they are reading it, even if you do not name them. You can be referred to by the victim as a bully even if you did not intend to refer to them in the first place. Are you the office bully? Spreading rumours about colleagues and taking credit for other people's work is dismissed as clever cheating by many organisations. If you look up the Bagel Study, which Freakonomics wrote about many years ago, you will see that cheats get promoted, honest people do not. Thereby we celebrate and reward bullies. On one banking job I had, two managers, considerably younger than me, were vying for my attention. This led to constant scrutiny and suggestions of why I would be going to the toilet, taking a break or asking questions about the work. Literally, the only way to make themselves feel better is to make you feel bad. After a few dozen episodes of bullying, you feel quite sorry for them. Imagine the shock and horror of one female manager, who, after introducing herself and announcing that she was very creative, a fact she backed up by regaling us with stories of watching TEDx videos and eating lunch at galleries, to find out I was an artist who had been in several magazines and who was still pursuing a career in banking because I had no intention of making money out of it. She could not wait to get rid of me. After I explained what creativity was and how intrusive it is to you doing basic things like paying your bills, she could not wait to save face by persistently bullying me. She ended up physically chasing me out of the building when I laughed at her ganging up on me with a junior member of staff. Complaining to the bank concerned was, of course, pointless. Workplace bullying is a serious issue that can have detrimental effects on individuals and very serious implications for organizations. Ways it will damage your business are as follows. If you only celebrate sycophants who get off on intimidating others, you will end up with less intelligent, less committed and less empowered staff generally, because the whole principle of bullying is eradication of healthy competition. Good staff will simply leave, and you will never find out what happened. The current culture of celebrating the bullies by promoting them is suppressing economic growth as a result. Bullies will use personal bias, extracting information from unsuspecting victims in order to bolster their weak positions just to pay the bills. If you want your company to present as a wall of identikit bullies, you can easily spot it by walking out onto the work floor and identifying your junior managers. If they all look the same, you have a bullying problem. I have lost count of the number of companies I have walked into where I know within minutes that there is no point in my being there. Adequate HR is important to remove the possibility of this happening. Separate personal information from work monitoring to help with this problem. Take time and empower this department to resolve conflicts and encourage positive behaviors, even from bullies. The workplace ought to be a safe place for everyone, regardless of color, sex, religion. If you sense a lack of diversity, chances are you have an insidious and silent bullying problem. Keep records and take issues seriously. Make sure managers know that their job is to be jobless and empower staff to take positive action on behalf of the company. A report of something being off with your company culture is not a threat to it. It is constructive and good for progress. Offer mediation in the event of conflict, so that bullies know that it is not something to be encouraged at work. Workplace bullying kills profits, alienates good staff members, and encourages societal bias. It's important to look for and recognize the signs of bullying, whether you are the perpetrator, the victim, or an observer, and take action to address and grow out of it. Fostering a workplace culture built on respect and empathy, we can create environments where everyone can thrive and contribute positively to growth.